Welcome to my views and news, another news bulletin for you with new stories from Ethiopia and Eritrea. First news story is about Ethio 360 YouTube channels, one after another. All YouTube channels of Ethio 360 journalists have been blocked, but they have been managing to survive on YouTube. It seems that now they are fully banned on YouTube. Last YouTube channel of Ethio 360 journalists has been blocked too, reportedly. Secondly, viewers, Orthodox Church of Ethiopia, Holy Synod has been holding a key meeting. Some decisions have been made about appointments of bishops to 9 dioceses. Holy Synod confirmed the appointment today. Will this appointment of 9 bishops, 7 to Oromia, 2 to other regions, will it be respected by the breakaway faction in Oromia? And does this list of 9 bishops include those 2 who were appointed by Abune Sarios, Evastatius and Zena Marcos to Oromia a few months ago? We have details of these 9 bishops appointed today by the Holy Synod. Thirdly, viewers, Ethiopia has created a new region, a new regional state has been created. House of Federation approved a resolution today for the creation of this new regional state. Details for you. Lastly, viewers, rising tensions between Eritrean groups in Germany. Police have banned carrying of knives, sticks, stones in the areas where Eritreans could gather, where they are seen. What is happening there? Where a festival was due to be held, then it was cancelled, an appeal was filed, and then a few hours ago, German police made some decisions. Ethio 360 journalists, which are accused by Ethiopian government of plotting overthrow of Ethiopian governments, have been facing hard times on YouTube. Their channel Ethio 360 had massive following. It had, I think, around 700k subscribers. Daily viewership exceeded 300,000, and the channel was earning around 50,000, maybe more dollars per month. Then we saw that Ethiopian government decided to work to block these channels. Of course, Ethiopian government cannot block any YouTube channel on its own. It can only report the channel to YouTube. YouTube has the right to block channels if people report content of the channel, any channel. If content is found hateful, provocative, against YouTube guidelines, the channel can be blocked. Reportedly, these Ethio 360 channels were reported by the government-backed groups and people. Mass reporting was done. YouTube received thousands of complaints, and main Ethio 360 YouTube channel was blocked by the YouTube. Then after that, the journalists created new YouTube channels. Ethio 360 Studio 1, Studio 2, Studio 3, Studio 4, Studio 5, Studio 6, all were blocked, one after the other. Their last YouTube channel was Ethio 360 Studio C, but Studio C was blocked a few hours ago, maybe an hour ago. Last night they did a video on Ethio 360 Studio C. They shared a live program on this channel. But these minutes, Ethio 360 Studio C is blocked. Of course, the journalists will try to find a new channel, and they're already creating new channels. They could be there on YouTube on a new channel in coming hours. But so far, at this point of time, all Ethio 360 YouTube channels have been blocked. They are on Rumble, they are on Twitter, they are on satellite too, but their main medium was YouTube. Ethiopian government-backed activists, they are reporting the content. Yes, Ethio 360 content is hateful, it is provocative, no one can deny that. That they cross boundaries, their content can easily be reported. It's difficult for them to defend their reporting. They are openly supporting funding for Amhara Popular Front of Skandar Naga. Amhara Popular Front is an armed organization. They were part of fundraising campaign and their programs too. If you listen to their reports, they don't share their reports as a neutral journalists. The wording used by them shows that they are not behaving like impartial journalists. They should have been careful. At the same time, Ethiopian government cannot stop these Ethio 360 journalists. They'll find some other platform. Their voices cannot be silenced. Voices can only be silenced if Ethiopian government counters them through counter videos, counter channels. And if the 360 journalists are telling lies, they should be exposed. That is the way to counter their growing influence. Otherwise, people watch them. No matter what their content is, tens of thousands wait for their videos, but they're facing hard times, facing problems on YouTube. Ethio 360 Studio C is blocked. I'll try to update you if they find a new channel. People say, Sajid, why do you speak about their new channels? Are you promoting them? I am not for or against Ethio 360, Ethio Forum. My position is that closure of news sources, media outlets is not a solution. If they are spreading hate, they should be held accountable. Legal proceedings should be initiated. They can be brought to a court of law. And then the government should open up media. Government should allow the people of Ethiopia to ask questions. Government can grant licenses to private news channels, independent channels in Ethiopia to counter so-called propaganda of Ethio 360. But you know that in Ethiopia, media is state-controlled and state narratives are shared by Ethiopian state media. No freedom of press in Ethiopia, everyone knows that. Let's see, will these 360 journalists find a new platform, a new YouTube channel? We'll try to update you. Secondly, viewers, Orthodox Church of Ethiopia has held a key meeting. Holy Synod has been meeting for the last 2 to 3 days. We know that this year tensions rose within the church when a breakaway faction emerged in Oromia. The breakaway faction led by 3 archbishops, Abone Serios, Evastotios, and Zinomorkos, made appointments of 26 bishops to different dioceses of Oromia. Those appointments were rejected by the church, calling it a violation of church law, and we saw then a confrontation between the breakaway faction and the main church. Church called for nationwide protests. Church accused the federal government, Oromia government, of backing the breakaway faction. The church refused to accept the appointees as legal appointees. The matter was partially resolved when PM Abiy created this impression that he tried to negotiate and he tried to mediate between the two sides. An agreement was signed, but the issue of appointment was not resolved. Now the issue has been resolved. At least decision has been made. Will the decision be accepted by all parties? That remains to be seen. The Holy Synod has approved appointment of 9 bishops to different dioceses in Ethiopia today. 7 to Oromia and 2 to other parts of Ethiopia. 7 bishops are going to be appointed, approved after a vote, reportedly at the Synod. 9 out of 9, 3 are those who were appointed by the breakaway faction. So we can say that some appointments made by breakaway faction have been respected by the church, but not all. The 3 bishops who were appointed by the breakaway faction, and they were appointed today as well, they are Telahun Verko, appointed to East Hararge Diocese, M. Michael Halle to Horgadoro Vallega, Estefanus Gabre to Bono Budale. Reportedly, the 3 were appointed by the breakaway faction, and their appointment was approved today by the main church too. So church has tried to find common ground. It is not accepting appointment of all 26 bishops. At the same time, it's not rejecting the appointments altogether. 3 have been included in the list of 9 bishops. So will this decision be accepted by the 2 parties? That remains to be seen. We'll have to wait and see. So far, church is trying to create common ground, trying to create atmosphere of reconciliation and agreement within the church. Thirdly, viewers, Ethiopia has today formally approved creation of 12th regional state. A new regional state has been established in SNNPR. SNNPR has been split into 4 regional states since PM Abiy came to power. We saw that Sidama was formed, then South West region was formed, and now a new region has been established called Southern Ethiopian People's Region, comprising a few woredas, 5 special woredas and 6 zones. Wolaita is going to be part of this new Southern People's Region. Referendum was held in all these special woredas and zones, and referendum results were cancelled in Wolaita. A re-referendum was held in Wolaita a few days ago, and today referendum results were submitted to Ethiopian House of Federation, led by the Speaker of House of Federation is again Ethio, and House of Federation has now approved the referendum results. It means that where referendum was held, the areas have now become part of a new regional state called Southern People's Region. 4 regions created after splitting SNNPR in the last 4 to 5 years, around 4 to 5 years, I think. Will this creation of new regions continue? Could Oromia be split too? Could Amhara be split too? I read a video on some plans by the government to split Oromia, to split Amhara. Maybe in coming videos we'll try to speak more on it. But so far, House of Federation has approved the creation of a new regional state. Lastly, viewers, very important news stories from Germany, where Eritrean groups seem to be confronting each other or planning to confront each other. Police believe there could be violence in Gießen, Germany. In Gießen, Eritrean embassy-backed festival was held last year. It was held in the past too. Last year, opposition groups who oppose Eritrean government, they decided to stop the festival. They stopped several other festivals too held in Europe. In Germany, they stormed the venue. Hundreds, dozens of people stormed the venue. There were clashes, and some Eritreans were injured too. Festival had to be cancelled. Eritrea approached German government, protested, demanded the arrest of those who were involved in the attack on Eritrean government-backed festival held in Germany. I think no action was taken. Does Eritrea have any right to call for freedom of assembly in Europe? Does Eritrea allow this right to Eritrean people? Is freedom of assembly respected in Eritrea? No. Then we saw that this year too, the Eritrean government organizer was planning to organize festival starting from the 7th of July. From 7th to the 9th of July, this festival was due to be held in Gießen, Germany. But we saw that opposition groups, those who opposed the government, they decided to stop the festival once again. So a call was shared in entire Europe that all Eritrean youth should come to Germany to stop the program. Gießen local government realized that there could be a law and order situation. It cancelled the festival. The organizer filed an appeal. I think the appeal has been rejected, though I'm not sure, but I could not confirm that appeal has been respected. It has been allowed, no. So it seems that either appeal is pending or it has been rejected. Meanwhile, 2 protests have been announced in Gießen by Eritreans, one on the 7th of July and the other on the 8th of July. It means the two sides will gather, not in the form of festival, but they say they'll gather. That is why German police has made some decisions. It has banned carrying of anything which can be used as weapons, knives, sticks, stones. Carrying of these things banned from the 6th of July till the 9th of July in the areas where Eritreans live, where they can gather between the 6th and 9th of July. So coming 3 to 4 days very crucial. We could see a confrontation, a collision between Eritrean groups in Germany. Police is trying to take preemptive measures. Eritrean government is definitely facing a serious challenge from opposition groups in Europe. They are not allowing any major festivals to be held. These festivals have been a means of earning, a means of raising money, a means of staying in touch with diaspora by the embassies, by Eritrean government. Opposition groups say that through these festivals, Eritrean government blackmails people. They are forced to donate money, and propaganda is spread. They are militarized festivals. They say that at these festivals, the programs, the shows have provocative content. Eritrea still wants to militarize Eritreans living in Europe. So they have the different types of objections and criticism against these festivals. Police making preparations, preemptive measures being taken. So far, two sides adamant that they'll hold some sort of gatherings in Gießen in the next 3 to 4 days. Thank you for watching.